Hello everyone! So in today's video I'm just going to be practicing some gouache in my sketchbook. I've got a different device to record with. It's better, so hopefully my painting and my video and my resolution and all that kind of stuff and the sound will be better. So I wanted to do some more videos and get more stuff done on my channel, and getting a better device to record with was a good start. So this time I'm going to be doing a real time, which I've never done, so obviously I'm going to be talking while I paint, which is a bit nerve-wracking because I've been doing voiceovers recently. I've got a slightly different setup just because I'm trying to figure out best angles for recording with this new device. I hope everything fits in the frame. Also, my dog is in the background like he usually is, so if you hear him, I don't know, he's a painting companion. So anyway, so sorry about that. Very long intro. So I painted this a few hours ago, really. I was just putting a bit of practice in. I've sellotaped a square. Sellotaped a section off just for a little landscape. And there's some noises going on outside. I do have comes with a colour chart. Has a colour chart on the bottom of this, but obviously to look at that, it's a strange place to put it because you'd have to tip it upside down and they would spill everywhere. So I've got this so I can sort of talk through what I'm doing. So let's begin. Really, let's begin. I've talked enough. I've got my paper here, my tissue. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, let me pull off a few. This is quite a thin paper towel, but I get the cheaper ones just because if I'm going to be using it for drying off my paintbrush, there's no point probably buying super absorbent. So these colours here I'm going to keep because I'm going to be basically using the same colours, so there is no point in getting a whole bunch of new colours out. I do like this blue, but I'm going to take some of this here, which I think actually mix that colour. I also did stir all of these. I did say I would at some point, and I have, so right. Oh my god, oh good start. Being clumsy already. Probably should have just used a bigger paintbrush. So this paper is 300 GSM. It's the same sketchbook that I did a lot of my, takes with this one. Oops. A lot of my winter paintings. I painted some berries and a robin. So this is the same sketchbook. So I think in my other video when I did this, I'd already mentioned that I don't know a lot about this. So this is a watch me practice. Does that look? The thing obviously is the drying. So do I want to? Question is, do I want to add anything to that? sorry, that was loud. Sorry about that. I'll tell you what colour I'm really loving. I'm loving this one, and that is grass green. Grass green, olive green. Sorry, olive green. Yes, yeah, that's olive green. That one. And I know a lot of people obviously say, you know, the first two colours you run out with the two whites because you've got white for mixing, and then you got the titanium white for the highlights. I honestly think I'm probably going to run out of the olive green before my white, because I do a lot of landscape and nature paintings, and I do love a good dark rich green, so there is a chance that it actually might be that colour that I run out of first. Maybe a bit. Can you actually? Oh, yes you can. Sorry. I was testing if you could see. Real time is very new to me, as you can see. Oh dear. So I just. And then that was that olive green, and I think I mixed it with one of the blues earlier when I was painting this one. Oh, accidentally mixed some of that green into that yellow. I'm getting used to that as well. I'm getting used to trying to remember not double dipping my paintbrush. So what I'm doing, I haven't actually practiced a lot since that other video. I haven't actually had time, so I can't say I've been spending tons of weeks learning any new technique. So at the moment I'm just doing it lightly. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Do a bit of a wash and then you can layer on top. So should I risk trying some clouds? Titanium wood. Titanium white's for highlights. White is for mixing. So I guess I would use titanium white for the clouds because I need it to be opaque. I need it to be opaque to show up. Go. So that the sky isn't completely dry yet, but I don't mind the fluffiness of it. Because then when that dries, I might add some white at the top, because you know clouds sometimes they have like a lot of grey in them as well. Uh, I don't know. I'm still learning. I'll have a lot of way to go. That looks a bit strange. I mean, I know clouds. You can have tons of different weird clouds, but that looks a bit. Tell you what, if I do. Oops, maybe that was a bit too much. You pull it out a little bit. Got a bit of green on my paintbrush. I've added a bit of water to the titanium white. Just see if I can get it to, I don't know, spread a little bit more, if that makes sense. Yeah, that looks a bit better, in my personal opinion. I might wait for that to dry before I start adding different colours and definition to it. See, olive green again, but I'm going to mix a new olive green that hasn't been mixed with any other colours. Try to keep this simple. Yeah, maybe that's enough. Might mix that poor yellow that I got some green in. That yellow is called lemon yellow. I must get into a habit of trying to do that as well. Actually looking at my colour chart, I mean that's what it's there for. I'm just going to add some bushes here. I'm just adding things as I go along. I probably should have done a sketch, to be honest, especially practice with a new medium. So there's my little bush that I've got just going there, and then I'm going to have more colours and details when it dries. So I'm also going to make a bigger tree. Kind of just found the shape that I did with this one. Just like that. And then I might take this olive green that I made earlier, water it down quite a lot to sort of maybe get a bit more depth into that grass. I don't really like that, so I'm going to get a bit of that yellow and try and fix that a little bit. Right, so what I'm going to do is, and then I'm now going to take that olive green again and re-put the bushes in, because trying to add that shadow into the grass for a bit more definition, I smudged some of it. I kind of regretted that decision that I just made. Right. I haven't actually branched out with many other colours. I'm sticking to a lot of colours that I know, which is a lot of greens and yellows that I do in other paintings. All the other colours look daunting at the moment. I think that's dry enough to add. Ooh. I see I've done it again. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where the frame is, but dropped more green into that yellow. I will clean it out when I'm done. I don't want them to overmix. In the palette. In the palette. So I'm just adding some more olive. Green. I'm trying to get that to a painterly style. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't know if my voice sounds a bit different, but I was just recovering from a cold, so I don't know if I sound a bit different. It's probably why. Right, so I might let that dry because I think I've done everything I can for now, and I think trying to layer that will just smudge it. So I will be back when it is dry. Right, so I'm back. That's dried a little bit. I'm going to try and add more definition to the clouds if I can. So I kind of like that. I just want to just be careful. I'm being careful not to touch the trees too much, but I want just a little bit of cloud sort of showing through the top of the trees. Also, I've noticed, I just checked my record, this is about, I've been doing this for about 17 minutes. So when it comes to thinking about what I want to do with my channel, if you want to leave me some comments on what you'd like to see, because to me, doing a real-time video, it's awkward from my point of view because there are moments of silence where I'm concentrating on my painting and I don't speak a whole lot. So basically, ideas, leave a comment. Do you prefer voiceover videos, real-time videos, both, sketchbook sessions, also other things what you'd like to see? Would you like just adding some white up there as well. Would you like tutorials, art vlogs, anything like that? Any ideas you had that you'd like to see? Because like I said, I want to do a lot more videos. I've been wanting to do more videos for ages, but now I've got a better device to record with, or at least I hope it's better. I don't know until the video is over, but I'd like to, I'm hoping, I'm hoping it's better, so it gives me a bit more confidence, and I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm trying to explain it. So anyway, might add a few flowers here. See, I don't know, when it comes to stuff like this with gouache, is it better to do strands of grass then put the flowers on, or is it okay to sort of do what I'm doing now, little white dots, and then put the grass strands, stalks under the flowers, if that makes sense? So I'm just going to do a few dots here, just randomly, and then I might do some smaller yellow dots. Don't go too detailed, not yet at least. I'm trying to go for simple practice. Before I do a big giant painting. I mean, it's just my sketchbook, so it's fine. Because this sketchbook is one of the more expensive in my collection, or at least I think it's in my collection, it's the most I've paid for a sketchbook. And when I first got it, when I started doing the winter paintings for December, they're there on my channel, I wanted it to be a painting book, not really a sketchbook. I wanted neat finished paintings, that kind of thing, really neat, that one day you could, I don't know, sell it as like a painting book rather than a sketchbook. But I do it every time. Every time I buy a new sketchbook, I say it every time. Oh, I'm going to make this one, I don't know how to describe it. Gallery worthy, I guess, really pristine. It never happens. I always say it, I'm going to do it. I never do. I get bored so quickly of trying to make everything look neat. And it always feels, oh, I might have done a bit too much yellow. It always feels like I'm trapped doing that sort of work in my sketchbook. Because you don't always want to do big paintings. I might just want to paint a quick illustration of a cute butterfly or something like that. So, I don't know. Thinking of a topic to talk about, if you thinking about new sketchbook and you think you have to do it proper and make it neat and do all the borders, you don't have to. It's not needed. It's do it for fun. But you see, the other issue is, if you're a person who does do a painting sort of sketchbook rather than a sketchbook where you do pristine borders and everything, and you find that fun, and you enjoy it, that's perfectly fine as well. You do paint in your sketchbook how you want to. And if you're a person who doesn't even like having a sketchbook, that's fine too. So yeah, so don't know how I got onto that topic. I'm trying to, real time, I'm just sort of trying to say things that pop into my head. I don't think I'm that interesting of a person conversation wise. Oh, that sounds really bad, but I'm not sure I've got tons and tons to say. Especially since the fact, obviously, this is a medium I'm practicing with, so I can't really give advice on gouache. This is a paint with me, and if you see me doing something wrong, please advise me. I'm more likely to use you for art tips when it comes to gouache than give art tips. Right, so quick side rant there. So what do I want? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do now. I might get some more lemon yellow. And then maybe I think this is dry enough to add a bit of yellow to the tree. Yeah, just like that. It's kind of cute. I don't want to do it too much. I wish I had a smaller brush with me right now. I probably do in my set, but it's not with me. So I don't want to lose too much of the darker colours I've got there. I mean, I can add them back in, but adding that yellow here. I might actually get some olive green again, just get some more dark tones here and there. Can't decide if that was a mistake or not. Yeah, that's fine. Well, for me it's fine. Just add some darker here. So yeah, so when it comes to colours, as you can see, I haven't branched out into big bolder colours, because if I was doing watercolour for the shadows, I'd probably actually be using indigo for this kind of thing, but so far I've been just using greens and yellows, and I must challenge myself to make more of an interesting palette choice. Colour choice. Yeah, you can say palette choice. So I can get some more colours to work with. It was an impromptu tree I've just added there. I don't think I'll add yellow to it because it's such a little small detail. It probably doesn't need it. We'll see though, I might change my mind as time goes on. Right, so I'll clean my brush off. Trying to decide. Got a different yellow here. Let me find it. Well, I say yellow. Primrose. I'm going to use the primrose just to add some more flowers in between those. The white. I also, while I was waiting for it to dry, I also went to go make myself a coffee, and I have to remind myself not to put paintbrushes in drinks. Luckily enough, I've never actually done it. I've never actually dipped a paintbrush in a drink and then obviously drank it. So I'm always trying to be careful for that. But anybody's watching this video and you're still here, first thank you. But have you ever actually done it? If you do paintings, have you ever accidentally put your paintbrush in a drink and then drank that drink? And if you have, what did it taste like? And what was the art medium that you mixed into it? I'm assuming some sort of paint. I'm not really sure you could put colouring pencils and accidentally put it in a drink. Unless it was watercolour pencils. So I think that's kind of cute. Just little bits of grass, just flicking here and there. I'm being very gentle because this paintbrush isn't the thinnest that I own, and it's actually probably a bad idea to try and do thin stems of grass. And there we go. I think that's kind of cute. So I might try it again. I'm going to use the watered down sap green with some of that other green, and maybe again try and do a bit of definition in the grass, and then lemon yellow. Oh, sorry. I had a little bit of a tickle in my throat there, but you don't need to hear me coughing. Right, so that's that. I think I'm going to call that finished. I'm not sure there's really anything else I can do to it. So yeah, whether I'm going to come back to this page and do another video and fill in all the other spaces with gouache or watercolour, I don't know, but let's take, oh, this should be interesting. I put sellotape around the book and it's stuck to the front cover. Oh dear. I mean, this is never satisfying when I do it anyway, so I don't really know why I tried to do a satisfying peeling of the tape. It never works. I've been using this clear tape just because it's actually rips less than masking tape. Just gonna pull that away. So there we go. There's my little painting. Another practice for me. It's not perfect. Struggling a little bit to get some finer details, but that will come with practice, or at least I hope it will. So anyway, so thank you all so much for watching and listening if you stayed for the whole video, and let's see if this sticks to a real time. I don't know, I might hear me talking and change my mind and it'll be a voiceover, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave me a comment about anything, the video, suggestions, what you'd like to see, tips on my painting. Anyway, bye.